In this lesson, you will be learning some important reading skills, and in this video, I will be teaching you about skimming. Now, skimming is a very important reading skill that you probably already are using sometimes if you're reading in your first language or even in English. So I'd like to demonstrate how to do effective skimming. So first of all, skimming is the kind of reading where you do not read every single word carefully in a reading. Instead, you want to just take a look through everything quickly and decide what kind of information will you be able to get from this reading. It doesn't mean that you will know all the details, but it will help you to decide if something is going to be useful for you and if the information in the reading will be the kind of information that you need. So it's a very important skill. So first of all, when you're skimming, it's important to take a look for any kind of darker font, any kind of larger letters. So for example, here we have darker and larger font. Here we have darker, and here we have darker. This darker font is called bolded font. We also have a font called italic, which is when the letters lean a little bit to the side. We don't have that on this web page, but it's something to watch out for. So when we skim, we're looking for an overview of the reading, not the details, just the overview. So you'll want to take a look at the title, the most broad category. How kids develop. So right away, you know this is not about adults. This is not about animals. So it's about kids and how kids develop. How they grow at different stages they reach. And then here we have a more detailed explanation of the title. What is child development and what skills do children develop at different ages? We know right away we will learn about what child development is. We will learn some examples of particular skills. And we're going to be talking about different ages. So you might expect to see some details about 1-year-olds and 3-year-olds and 6-month-olds, all of these different ages. Another thing that can help us with scanning, particularly for a web page, is right here. They actually have some links. These links take you to different sections of this web page. They're not going to take you to a different page, but they will take you to a different section on that page. So if you click on the first one, it just brings you down to the first one. What is child development? What is a developmental milestone? Here. It just takes you right down there. Like I said, it's not taking you to a different page. It's helping you to get the information on this page by taking you there. So let's go through the rest of the article. The topics on this page are all listed in blue. The color doesn't really matter, but we know that it is a different color from the rest of the information. Most of the words on this page are in a black font, and the subject titles are all in a blue font. Black font, blue font. It makes your eye look at it because it's different from the rest of the letters. This is exactly the kind of information we want to pay attention to when we're skimming. So what we have here, what is child development? So you can see some other bold font. So how many areas of development will they talk about here? We have 1, cognitive development, 2, social and emotional development, 3. Speech and language development. 4. Fine motor skill development. 5. Gross motor skill development. Now, maybe at this point you're not sure. What does that mean? Fine motor skills, gross motor skills, those are the details. We will find out these details by reading more deeply, but for now, we just want the overview. We're just skimming. The next one says, what is a developmental milestone? So this will answer that question. All of the details in here describe what typical milestones are or what skills children learn at different ages. So they have some examples here. These are some details. What if my child does not meet a developmental milestone? Right here. That's what you will read about in the details right here. How can I help my child meet these developmental milestones? Again, all of these details to answer these questions are in here. The next step I would like you to take is to answer some questions about the article, but please be careful. I don't want you to read every word very carefully. I don't want you to get out the dictionary and look at the meaning of every single word here. There's a lot of new words on here. I would like you to use your skimming skills. So just read the titles and the topic titles and those bold words and those other colors, in this case blue words, to answer the next few questions.